This kapitel, which starts with Mizra David, a song to King David, is really talking about events which took place much later, much after King David's lifetime. This kapitel, it talks about the situation in the time of Purim, time of Mordechai and Esther, how the Jewish people were in a very big, very hard situation, how the enemies want to annihilate them, and they were saved. The reason why King David specifically chooses to devote a kapitel to that, even though there are many events later on in history which there's no special thing about, is because Purim and King David have a special connection. What's this special connection? So there's a story later on in Tanach that Shimei ben Gera was liable for death for cursing King David for rebellion, and King David chose to spare him because he had the Holy Spirit, Ruach HaKodesh, that from this person who rebelled, from Shimei ben Gera, Mordechai and Esther would later come, would be born. They will be a descendant from Shimei ben Gera, and if he would kill them right now, he wouldn't be born. They wouldn't be born to redeem the Jewish people, to help to save the Jewish people at the time of the Purim story. So because of that, because there's a special connection between David and the Purim story, therefore this kapitel is all talking about Purim. Lam Natseach for the conductor al Yegelos HaShachar. Yegelos HaShachar is a type of instrument. Is the literal translation could also mean the rise of the morning sun. So a lot of commentaries explain that this instrument looked like the rising sun. But whatever it is, we're not going to get into exactly how this instrument was. Let's just say it's a type of instrument. Mizmor David, this is a song for King David. Eli, Eli, my God, lama zavtani, why did you forsake me? In that situation, it appears that God has forsaken the Jewish people, so scream out to God, why have you forsaken me? Rachik mishuasi, we're far from your salvation. Divish agasi, the words of my plea, or the words of my roar, literally. Lekai, my God, ekra, call out to you, yomam in the day, v'leisana, you don't answer me. V'laila, and at night, v'leidomili, and there's no silence for me. Meaning to say that I don't have respite, I can't rest. Va'ata Kodesh, and you are holy, Yeshev Tilas Yisrael, enthroned upon the praises of the Jewish people. And you, our forefathers, hoped, they put their hope in you. And whenever they hoped in you, you always save them. To you they cried out, and they were saved. And you they trusted, and they were never ashamed. Now describing the Jewish people's faith in time of exile, he's saying how they are at such a low level. I'm like a worm, and I'm not even a person. Where the scorn of humanity, like when someone wants to say that he wants to degrade someone, they say you're as low as this person, and you're despised of the nation. So we're like despised. Everyone knows that we are the despised people. Koroya yaliguli, all the people who see me deride me, they mock me. Yaftiru v'safa, they open them with their mouth, with their lips. Yaniya v'reish, they shake with their head, either in scorn or in pity, but just describing how low the Jewish people were in that state in exile. Goylul Hashem, if you rely on God, if I'll tell you, he's gonna deliver you. Yatzileyu, he's gonna save you. Kechafitzbei, for that is God's desire. Keata goichem iboten, for you drew me from the womb. Haftichi al shtei imi, and you made me secure on my mother's breast. And just describing his faith. Alecha ashlachti mirochem, upon you is thrown from the womb. As I relied on you, Nimi, from my mother's stomach, Eliata, you are my God. Al tirchak mimeni, do not distance yourself from me, Kitzara kreva, for distress is near, Kein Ezer, and there's no one to help me. Sevavuni parim rabim, many bulls have surrounded me, meaning the Achashverosh's army, which was like bulls, which they're surrounding the Jewish people. Abiri Vashan Kitruni. The strong ones of Bashan are surrounding me, which Bashan refers to a certain place in the land of Israel, which had very strong cattle. So we're saying that those type of rulers are surrounding me. Like PM, they open their mouths up against me, like a tearing, roaring lion. Kamaim nishpachti, I am poured like water, and all my bones became disjoined. Hayalibi kadoinak, my heart is like wax. Namis besech me'oi, it melts to within my inwards. Yavish kacheres koichi, my palate is as dry as clay. Ulishoni mudbak makoichoi, and my tongue sticks to the palate. V'lafer mavis tishpeseni, and you set me down to the earth of death. Kisavavuni klovim, dogs surround me. Adas mereim hikifuni, a group of evildoers surround me. Ka'ari yodai veragloi, just like a lion, there are my hands and feet. Asaper kol I count all my broken bones. Hima yabitu yirovi, they just look over to me and they gloat over me. They're already dividing my clothes among them. And they're already casting lots in who should get my garment. And now he turns to God after describing how he's in such a such a difficult situation. He says, please God, do not distance yourself from me. Ayalusi, my strength. Please rush to be a help for me. Hatzila mecherev nafshi, save my soul from the sword. Miyat kelev yechidasi, save my only one, which means my soul, from the dog. Hasheni mipi'arye, save me from the lion. Umikani reimim anisani, and from the horns of reimim, which is a very big and impressive animal, which has very big horns. Please answer me and make sure they don't gore me. Now we're talking as if the salvation already happened. After the miracle will happen, I'll relate your name to my brothers. I will praise you in the congregation. Yiri Hashem halalu, the ones that fear God will praise you. Kozere Yaakov kabadu, all the descendants of Jacob, of Yaakov would honor you. The Guru Mimenu Kozere Yisrael, and all of the offspring of Israel would fear from you. Kilevaza, for he is not despised, Shikatz, and he is not loathed. Elis, Ani, the outcry of the poor person, Lehister, part of Mimenu, he did not hide his face from them. Veshava Elav, and when they cried out to him, Shemea, he heard them. Meitra, from you, Tilasi is my cry, Beklarav, amongst the great congregation. The Dari Ashalim, my vows I pay, Neged Yereav, before those who fear him. Yechla Navim Yispo, the humble people are going to eat and they're going to be satisfied. Yahalu Hashem Dershov, the people who seek God would praise him. Yechil Vavchim La'ad, your heart would live forever. It's a prayer that the spirit of prophecy should be by the people forever. Yizkru v'yashuvu, they should mention and return Al Hashem, to God, Kolafsi Aretz, all the corners of the earth. It means everyone should recognize God. They should bow down before you, Kol Mishpachas Goyim, all the families of the nations. Kil Hashem Amlucha, for you is the kingship, Moshe Goyim, and you rule over the nations. Achlu v'yishtachvu, they should eat and they should bow down, kol dishnei eretz, after they eat the fat of the land, lefanav yichru kol yodei offer. Now there are going to be some people that are not going to be able to live on because they were the enemies of the Jewish people. So those people, they're going to go down to the dust, and they're going to bow down before you. And their souls you're not going to make live. They're just going to die. Zara Yavdanu, by the seed of those who serve them, Yisupar Hashem Madur, God is going to be, they're going to relate about God to the generations. Yavoyu Vyagidu Tzikasa, they're going to come and they're going to relate his righteousness, Amnela, to the new generation which is born, Kiasa, for all of his miracles that he has made, and they're going to relate all the great acts that God has performed.